I'm Eric Lufer, live with breaking news out of Denver. A man is pulled out of a Denver home as firefighters work to put out the flames.
Also right now, bombings continue in Gaza as world leaders gather to try to talk about a ceasefire. President Obama just announcing this morning that Secretary of State Hillary Clinton on her way there.
And 7 News Now tracking some great holiday weather. We're talking 60s today. It could get even warmer as we get closer to Turkey Day. Lisa, really, we can't complain about these temps.
No, it's gorgeous. We'd love to get more rain, more snow, but if we're not going to get it, at least we're enjoying some sunshine and temperatures in the 60s.
In the kitchen when it's a little bit cooler outside, we have a good start here to the morning commute. A little bit of traffic here and there, but really no big slowdowns, no delays on the travel times, no lingering construction, which is great news. The only real note that we have any change is out to DIA. Good drive on E470 and Pena Boulevard. However, the East Economy lot, as you can see from the live cameras out there, the East Economy lot is nearing capacity, so a good flow of traffic off of I-70 up to Pena. Starting to see those traffic, at least the parking lots full as folks are heading out to the airport this morning.
Thank you, Jason. 7 News Now. First on the scene of breaking news overnight. A man is rushed to the hospital when a house fire starts right on Downing between 3rd and 4th in Denver. 7 News reporter Eric Lufer has been talking with firefighters all evening. And Eric, what's the condition of the man who lives there at the home?
Hey, Mitch, right now we just don't know the condition of this victim. I've been in contact with Lieutenant Phil Champagne with the Denver Fire Department all morning. He's been in contact with the hospital, and he's telling us we just don't know. But I can tell you he was unconscious and unresponsive when he was pulled from the home just before 2 o'clock this morning. Take a look. Right now they're boarding up the windows. They've already boarded up the front of this home, and you can see, other than the broken windows, you can't really tell there was even a fire. It was all.
Thank you, Eric. 6:04 now. On a news alert this morning, 4 Southern California men accused of trying to join Al-Qaeda. Now, we found pictures of 2 of these suspects. You see them here. We learned about the arrests overnight while you were sleeping. Federal authorities say they plotted to kill Americans overseas, also here in the U.S. In court papers, in fact, federal authorities say the men planned to bomb government facilities, also some public places. Some of the men went so far as to travel to Afghanistan. The idea there was to try and meet with terrorist organizations and learn more about terrorist plots.
Well, only on 7 News this morning, a 12-year-old girl gets behind the wheel to drive her father home after police say he had been drinking, and it all ends in a messy crash. Take a look at the video as police arrested Philip Knutson on charges of child cruelty and allowing an unlicensed minor to drive. The pictures really show the totaled pickup truck after the girl crashed into a tree in this Westminster neighborhood. Fortunately, in Saturday's crash, no one was seriously hurt.
Mr. Knutson had been at a friend's house helping them out, enjoyed a few alcoholic beverages, and then decided to let his 12-year-old daughter drive him home.
Knutson would not go on camera, but he did give this statement saying, quote, "I made a horrible mistake by saying yes to my daughter, letting her drive. It was not because I was drunk and I had not been drinking." Now, we checked court records, which show Knutson has been arrested previously for DUI and careless driving charges. That was in 2007. A 6-week-old baby girl remains in critical condition this morning, left with a fractured skull after this accident we brought to you as breaking news yesterday morning. A Jeep speeding down Parker Road hit the car the baby was in, setting both cars airborne, and police say the little girl's car seat may have saved her life. The driver of that Jeep is also in intensive care. Right now, police have not filed charges.
Happening right now, a 24-hour strike is underway in Oakland. Union workers at the airport, also the Port of Oakland, as the headlines show here, they're on strike. They went on strike about 8:30 our time last night. In about an hour, the workers at the port are expected to start walking up and down the picket lines. The workers have been without a new contract for 16 months, so they're picketing, hoping that will cause their employers to do something. They're demanding action of any kind. A developing story this morning. Remember this huge explosion that Indianapolis neighborhood that just leveled all those houses? This is now being called a homicide. 2 people, as we told you, were killed in the blast. Nearly 30 homes were destroyed. Police say this morning it was intentionally set. So they are looking for a white van that was spotted in that neighborhood right before the blast.
Mitchell Cusick will remain in jail until his trial. A federal judge denied bond, ruling Cusick is a danger to society if released. The 20-year-old Westminster man is accused of threatening to kill the president. Police also say he planned to kill trick-or-treaters on Halloween. A Florida woman lets her emotions get the best of her, and now she's facing some serious charges. Take a look at this. Broken hearts and messages spray-painted all over a Jacksonville courthouse. Police say the woman, Audrey Dotsey, did all that vandalism. She's currently going through a divorce and a custody case. Her husband has filed a restraining order against her because of domestic violence. Now, the vandalism did not stop at the courthouse. The business that...
Right now, President Obama still in Cambodia. He's at the East Asia Summit this morning. This is video just to our newsroom overnight. You can see him meeting here with officials. He met with the president, actually Japan's prime minister. They talked about trade. They talked about jobs. They talked about the economy, and both economies getting along. The president's going to head back to Washington tonight, but he has been on the phone keeping track of what's going on in the Middle East, because Israel says it is still planning anyway for that ground attack into Gaza. We have video this morning showing some of the people, the armor kind of moving near the southern part of that country. And this comes as President Obama announces just this morning that Secretary of State Hillary Clinton is already en route to the Middle East. She's going to try to meet there with people in Egypt to come up with a ceasefire agreement of some kind.